Hi everybody and welcome to A Better You, your one-stop shop for everything self-improvement, self-discovery and self-care. Today is the second part in our language series. I'm going to be discussing more about the prehistory of language, where language first started, how it started, why it started, all that kind of good stuff. So buckle in, subscribe nice and early. Make sure that you don't miss the future episodes. Like the video at the end if you did like it, and please do share with anybody else you think might find it useful. In the meantime, we will get straight into the content.
Children do not speak at birth, and similarly, man did not speak from the start, or at least the same verbal language connected to physical symbols as exists today. We are certain that language existed 5,000 years ago due to the first surviving written texts, but before this, it is unclear exactly when we created language. Archaeology does provide us with some clues. For 40,000 years, humans had created stone tools and were creating art. Therefore, they had the theoretical levels of creativity needed to create a language. Some people believe the creation of stone tools is a predeterminer for language creation. If this is the case, language may have existed for as long as 2 million years.
Experts note that Homo sapiens, that's you and me, unless we've got any random alien viewers, have had the same physiological and mental skills that we need to form a language for 100 to 150,000 years.
So, with the brain and speech organs that we have, logically, there would be no intellectual or anatomical reason that they couldn't use language at that stage. Whereas prior to this, they may not have been able to speak like us. Therefore, it's less likely they had similar languages prior to 100 or 150,000 years ago.
So that to some extent gives us when? Give or take a million years, but what's a million years between friends? So how about why?
Well, firstly, many animals actually use sound as signals. Meow to our cats watching. It's likely that prior to the creation of language as we know it, we would have had similar approaches. But language as we know it is, to our current understanding, one of the most flexible and developed systems of communication in the whole world. Whilst essentially our languages are at their base still just sounds produced by the mouth as the air we exhale resonates in the upper respiratory tract, similar to some other creatures. And whilst other animals also have different sounds for different signals, e.g. a woof, a growl, a purr, a meow, a hiss, etc., human language is different in the fact that out of the restricted number of sounds we can make, we have created a system that manages to make an unlimited amount of messages. If we go by Darwinian theory, that is, that we evolve for our environment, then species develop on need. So we could presume that there was a need for more complex language. Compared to other early human species, our advantage and the reason that we survived was actually our social groups. It is our core strength, and this may be the reason for the need. Though this wouldn't explain why other pack animals wouldn't have also developed this skill. No one actually knows why we developed language. So, with this utter lack of answers, we'll move on to how we developed language.
Firstly, we would have focused on sounds that are naming things that are right in front of us. Cow, tiger, ancient alien.
Next, we would have realised that we need ways to talk about the same things when they're not there, the solution to which would have been combining two words. For example, go, food, hide, tiger, or hunt, rabbit. This development in itself would have taken an extremely long time and would have continued to develop in this way, becoming more complex over long periods of time. This would have been gradual and slow, allowing our brain and body to develop as our language skills demanded it. All this said, by the Upper Paleolithic period, the period of hunters and gatherers, languages were fully developed, with large vocabularies and complex sentences, essentially grammar. They were as developed, in fact, as our languages today. Different, but still developed. It's key to remember at this stage that by language I'm not referring to the written word, but rather the spoken word. And the definition that we're discussing is therefore a collective understanding of symbols to denote meaning.
This collective understanding takes us into next week's topic, language families. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and if so, please do like the video, comment and tell me what you thought, comment and tell me if you'd like to request any different videos, and please do subscribe to see the rest of the videos in the series. Thanks for watching.